This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this would be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Texas A&M going quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Reed. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From from the gun. The running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. There's some room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Aggie. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Pressure coming. Got the first himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. but that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside, it's Owens. Nice move there. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion from the wide receiver. The inside handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Owens. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stat. That was incredible.
Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Might have a chance. Picks up the 1st down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Looking down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Handoff from the gun. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Reed escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They go right back to him. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 10 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Mustangs who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Still running at the 40. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They take the lead here in the second half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Throwing Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Steps away. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Got enough for the first. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Going for 6. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This quarterback part of their running game. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Snap in the shotgun. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is why you never quit on a play. Fourth down by the goal line. It looked like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't get into the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well stick with him. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Reed throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely
caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. On target over the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Now on the option. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners are flying down the field. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The keeper on the option. Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
And, Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Texas A&M going quickly. Here's Reed to throw. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not ice.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Running inside, it's Edwards. Here's a little room there. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. The snap sets up to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running the red zone. It's Owens. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Across the 25. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And